Hey guys, this is my debut YouTube video. Woohoo! I'll cut right to the chase. I am doing keto and I have Hashimoto's disease, and I've had it for probably several years. I was diagnosed at 15 with hypothyroidism. It's a hard word. And I took medication for years. I was able to lose weight when I was younger. I went off of it and I don't remember why. I'm now 27. I was diagnosed last fall when I was 26. And I had symptoms of it, and I just was kind of in denial, which is funny because I study health and nutrition, and I'm into like energy work and herbs, and it's sometimes hard just to focus on yourself when you need a little bit of help because I'm so focused on everyone else. So I'm taking charge of my life, and here we go. I just have seen results with coworkers. I've seen it as a new fad with the keto diet. I don't particularly like doing diets because of the concept. And I have been a pretty healthy eater most of my life because about the time I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism when I was 15, I found out that I had a lot of intolerances and allergies to foods like peanuts, wheat, dairy, bananas, and I think eggs. I don't remember because it was so long ago. Anyways, I have cleared all those through nutrition and through healing modalities. Since that, because it was years, like I was off that food for years, and I always watched my sugar intake. I was really specific about that. The concept of dieting is hard for me, but I like the concept of intuitive eating. You can research that. Because it is hard to lose weight with any type of thyroid issues, whether not hyper but hypo, so if you have Hashimoto's, just low thyroid, hypothyroid, it's literally impossible to lose weight. I am currently a size 14. I would love to get to a size 8. I know I can, and I just have to be really patient with my body, and I know it's going to work out. I'm figuring out right now my thyroid thing. I'm feeling really good, actually. I just got some blood work done, so I'll see how my 3 or 4 months on thyroid has been. Armor thyroid. I'm feeling pretty good. And I started keto 1 week ago. I just felt really impressed to start it and do it, because I know I have done, one time I did lose weight is when I went off carbs. I don't like to do that, but I know the benefit of keto can help actually heal my thyroid and cause some harmonizing within the body. So I'm doing it for the benefit of healing my thyroid and balancing the endocrine system along with the benefits of losing weight. Because I know if I lose the weight, it will only help my thyroid. So it's like this lovely thing. I started last week. Tomorrow will be my official 1 week mark. I don't weigh in. I can't do scales. It makes me want to die. I haven't weighed myself in probably 5 years. I just gauge it off inches and size. So I'm size 14. I took my inches a week ago. I'm going to be taking my inches every 2 weeks. I don't find it's impertinent to do it every week. I might, even if it's 2 weeks, I might kind of play that. I might not even like that. I might just do once a month. I'm going to gauge it just like how I feel and how my clothes are fitting. I just think that's going to be a more healthy outlook for me to go through my week 1 experience. I feel like I went into keto really well. I didn't have the keto flu like everyone talks about, where you feel either some tiredness that's unusual, just feeling kind of yucky, just your energy is thrown off, whether that's with some brain fog or I don't know. Go check it out. There's a lot of stuff on the keto flu stuff. I didn't experience it. Right off the bat, I felt fantastic. I think it's because I have such a healthy diet anyways. And I have cut most grains out of my diet as it is because of Hashimoto's and autoimmune disease. It starts with the gut. I did really well. I had a little bit of brain fog before, but that's gone. I have noticed throughout this week that I have 0 cravings. And I usually don't have a whole lot of cravings prior to this diet, but I literally have 0 cravings. I have to remind myself to eat. I have to put a reminder on my phone that says eat. It's quite funny. So that's great because dieting can be hard because you always want what you can't have when you restrict foods. It's fantastic. I love that aspect of it. My energy has been pretty high and consistent. I've had depression the last 2 months and my depression's gone. Maybe it's because my brain needed more cholesterol and fat. I'm guessing that's what it is. One thing that was off the first week, my gallbladder started pulsing after, like, I think it was day 3. I just had lunch and it lit because it's right under your right rib. I could literally see it pulsing through my skin, and I felt it. It wasn't painful, it was just beating hard. Something's off. So that was a little worrying, but I figured that out. Is through supplementation I fixed that, and that will be kind of down the list. I'll talk about that. So I did have gallbladder freak out. Not painful though. And then I did start yesterday, I did use the ketosis pea stick, and I forgot to grab it. But basically you can go to a grocery store, it's $5 or $6, you get 50 sticks, and you pee on this stick, and it tells you what color level. You compare your pee stick to the cover level on the bottle. And mine was on the lower half, which is good. You want to be on the lower half. You might start initially higher because there's more ketones in your urine and in your system. But as you get into keto adapt, you will have less in your urine. You should have minimal, because that's meaning you're not excreting it, but your body's using that to burn the fat. So mine was on I think there was 5 or 6 color levels, and mine was on 3, I'm pretty sure. So it's in the right direction. Keep watching that every probably 4 days. I'll pee on the stick. Next is diets. I measure net carbs, and net carbs is when you take your carb total and minus the fiber. I do 25 a day. I'm really intuitive with my body, and I just felt like that was the right level for me, what I needed. And so I do 25 net carbs. I try to do 80% of my diet, and that changes every day. I give or take a few percent. I want to do about 20% protein and about 10% carbs. With my meals, I like to mix the fats. I always like to have animal fat, vegetable fruit fat, like avocados and olives. That's what I do. But I always try to mix it up. I think it's good to mix it up because your body needs that nourishment, and it's vital. And I think there's benefits to both plant fat base versus animal, and they're both important. Some of the animal fats I do eggs. My parents have chickens, so I'm really lucky. I get unlimited free-range eggs, so it's fantastic. I do that, and then I do bacon, which is nitrate and nitrite and antibiotic free, and then organic, all that. I get it at a local health food store, and then I do the same with burgers, all that out of it. So that's kind of the meat I've started out with. I'm not a meat eater, so this is really hard for me. So I'm going to start branching out as weeks go on, and I'll record that and update you. And then as far as the vegetable fruit fats, avocados, olives are the primary source. I cook everything with coconut oil, and I do a little bit of olive oil in one vegetable dish I like to make. I love coconut milk. I buy the cartons that look like almond milk that have 0 sugar, so it's like, yeah. And then I also do the can where it's like more pure coconut milk, because it does have a little bit more carbs. But I like to alternate, and I make my morning shake with the carton one. Some ideas like how a day would go for me. So I start my day with the keto shake. They haven't announced it as their actual product online yet, so I can't even go into what's in here. But this is fantastic. It's easy. I just put a scoop in there. I put a cup of coconut milk with 2 eggs, and I just whip that right up. That's my breakfast. Lunch, I will do a combination with like avocado with a vegetable dish, which is, I love. I do cauliflower, a little bit of onions if you watch that, and garlic and oil. It's all sauteed together. It's really yummy. Then I snack on cheese and olives, and for dinner I'll do a burger patty with mustard and alfalfa sprouts and a tomato, and I'll do some type of vegetable with that. Some of the vegetables I'm going to start doing more of is Brussels sprouts, asparagus. I've been doing cauliflower, and broccoli. That's just some ideas. One thing I love, really helpful, is this app. It's some things I don't love about it, but there's some things I do love. It's called Bulk Up, and I think it's a few dollars, but it's totally worth it. For today, this shows the breakdown of my macros, and then this shows the chart of what's fat, what's protein, what's carbs, and it has percentages in it. If you have a food you always eat and you can't find when you search it, then you can just log your custom foods, or you can just search a food and you just add it, and it's really simple. It helps me chart on a pie graph where I'm at with my percentages and the numbers. Okay, so the next thing is supplementation. So supplementation is vital, I think, for anyone, but especially for people with Hashimoto's and keto diet. I always start my day, whenever I eat, every meal is digestion. I love this. I got it from my doctor. It's not a prescription. You could probably find it online, but this one's fantastic. It just has a lot of good things for digestion. And then because of my gallbladder freak out, I'm like, it's probably because I'm having a hard time digesting fats. So I went to my local health food store and I got ox bile, and I haven't had a freak out in 3 days since I've had that freak out. And I just make sure I take one of these tablets with every meal, and I am totally fine. It's just bile. It's just helping your body break down those fats. So I highly suggest that since you eat so much fat on this diet. Just for blood sugar regulation, because this can be a thing with Hashimoto's because of hormones and the thyroid and all of it relating, I use the product Sweeties. It does help balance blood sugar. It's all natural. It's minerals. And the next thing I do is a multivitamin. This one's from my work, Wakaya Perfection. It's the Multi Essentials. It has plant trace minerals and vitamins, and I just make sure I take about 2 to 4 of these a day just to cover bases. Vital, because the nutrition's not in our food like it should be. So that's kind of for everyone. But if you do have a disease, I think it's more vital. Hashimoto's, one of the symptoms can be depression, and I have had that. I use the Biofunction GB Pituitary Pineal supplement, and this is phenomenal. Within like 2 days of using this kind of helped my depression. And then I started the keto, so now it's a combination. But this product is outstanding. I highly recommend this. You could get it online, probably Amazon. I got it from my doctor again. It's not a prescription, it's just a supplement. Next thing important for the thyroid is selenium, and pretty much anyone. Selenium is great because it's a form of an antioxidant, and it helps. It's like, I imagine this bubble around my thyroid. It's helping protect it from my antibodies. I will see my blood work and see the progress this week, and I will update you guys next week. So selenium is vital for Hashimoto's. Kind of the basis of that. Just a quick few other things that I do. Take a hypothalamus support. This is a part of the brain that helps with so many things. I do have some adrenal support in here because that's important for this diet, because your adrenals can get stressed. So I put the adrenal one of this, good herbs, and the hypothalamus together. And then I take probiotics. I take this Professional Botanicals 12-strain probiotic, and this one's fantastic. I had a probiotic and I was still getting a little bloated, so I switched to this one and I haven't been bloated. So I take these at night. It's important to take them at night on an empty stomach right before bed. Like a lowdown on my supplements. The next thing, actually I want to go back on diet. I missed one thing because I didn't grab it. I do bone broth. I just make a soup out of it. It's like 20 grams protein and nothing else, but to incorporate more fat, because it's the concept of this diet, and trying to use it for my Hashimoto's because bone broth heals the gut. And I've noticed a lot of bloating go down from that too. So I will throw some eggs in there, I'll throw meat in there, and I'll make a soup out of it. It's really pure and organic. You can find it at any local health food store near you or online. Okay, things for exercise. I will just give you tips. I do yoga with Adrienne on YouTube. She is fantastic. I love yoga. I'm not the best at it, but I find it just helps me to relax and it helps my body to balance. She has amazing YouTube videos, all spectrums of yoga. So check her out. And then Fitness Marshall, he's absolutely hilarious. And he just do like cardio dance, and I can't get enough of him. I could do him every day. He's really great. I have on my YouTube 2 playlists, 30-minute workouts. So there's cardio 1, cardio 2. They're both 30 minutes and a mix of his videos. So if you ever want to do a fun cardio 30-minute workout, just go to my cardio 1 or cardio 2 list. It's a pretty good time. The next one is strength training. I will just find things on YouTube. I don't have a specific one I like, but I'll just do strength training from home. And then the last thing I love is to meditate. And sometimes that incorporates with essential oils and candles and sitting and breathing. I love that concept. And then taking baths. I am a bath taker. And just one thing to help with detoxing, because that's important with any type of diet and with any disease. I use calcium bentonite mineral clay to pull out toxins. So I put this in my bath and it pulls out the toxins. It isn't gross, it doesn't really smell, but I do that and I also drink it. So I know that helps pull and toxins and helps my liver and gallbladder for this diet. That's week 1. I will post photos probably in a few weeks of before and afters, because I will be updating this every week and just my progress between Hashimoto's and my keto diet. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope this helps with any questions. If you do have any other questions that I didn't address or that I possibly would know, just leave it in the comments and I will get back to you.